So with summer coming just around the corner, you want to be able to take your shirt off and be confident. You want to look like James Bond walking down that beach like a boss, and you definitely don't want to be that guy who's embarrassed to take their shirt off. So here are my 5 ways to lose fat fast for summer. Let's get started. So firstly, cut out processed and junk foods completely and just stick to whole foods. Now, if you can do this, it's going to make cutting weight so simple for you. Because here's the thing, if you can completely stick to whole foods, then it's going to help you feel more satiated, and therefore it's going to help reduce your calories throughout the entire day and throughout the entire week. And therefore you're going to cut a lot more fat. Now I'm going to make your life even more simple by showing you the only 10 foods that I eat every single day that keeps me shredded. And that is, for protein, is eggs, chicken breast, lean cuts of beef and Greek yogurt. For carbs, it's sweet potato, rice and oats. And for fats, it's avocado, salmon and dark chocolate. Now I do eat a mixture of greens such as broccoli, spinach and kale, which I haven't included. But other than that, the majority of my foods, the bulk of my foods are these. So just stick to 10 foods every day, make your life more simple. Stick to a selection of whole foods in your diet and have them every single day, and you'll see how easy it is to lose weight. Secondly, you need to add in more cardio into your routine. Now, I suggest doing steady state cardio, nothing that's super intense and that's going to kill your joints. So here are 3 forms of cardio that I recommend to do that's low impact but burns a hell of a lot of calories. So number 1 is incline walking. Now this is the least strenuous on the body and burns around 500 calories per hour. Number 2 is cycling, a little bit more intense and burns around 550 calories per hour if you're going around 12 miles an hour on speed. And finally is the Stairmaster. Now this is the most intense and the most strenuous on the body in my opinion. And it burns around 500 to 1000 calories per hour depending on the intensity level. So if you really want to burn a lot of calories, then in my opinion you need to do Stairmaster. Now if you're on the heavier side, then I suggest doing a lower impact form of cardio like incline walking. But if you are on the lighter side and your joints are able to take it, then you can do a bit more strenuous cardio like cycling or Stairmaster that generally burns more calories per hour. Now you can either choose one of these forms of cardio and do it every single workout on repeat, or if you're someone that gets bored very easily, then you can do a mixture of all 3. And you can do 1 day incline walking, 1 day cycling, 1 day Stairmaster. And that way you get a variety and you're not going to get bored so easily. So aim for 150 minutes of steady state cardio per week, as this is optimal for good cardiovascular health, and it will also help with losing weight. So next will be to increase your water intake. Now there are a few ways you can add water into your daily routine that will help you to lose weight faster. So firstly will be to consume water before your meals. Now this is going to help suppress your appetite before you eat, and therefore you're not going to end up overeating. Also, if you're someone that tends to have a lot of sugary beverages, then replace them with water. This is a very simple way to reduce the amount of sugar you consume and therefore your calorie intake, so that you can lose fat faster and get lean faster. And finally, whenever you feel hungry, just drink more water, because this is really going to help suppress your appetite and stop you from eating when you don't really need to. Now, increasing your water intake will help increase the calorie burning as well. It increases the body's resting energy expenditure. The amount of calorie it burns is not going to be huge, but even the small amounts will add up over time. Another reason to increase water intake is because it actually removes waste from the body. When this waste in the body builds up, you can actually experience bloating and constipation, for example. And this can actually add a few extra pounds to your body. So staying hydrated is a good way to avoid retaining this waste. So the next way is to do intermittent fasting. Now, when you do intermittent fasting, after a certain amount of time, your body starts to burn through the stored fat. Your body will go into a state of ketosis after just 12 hours of not eating, making it easier for you to lose weight. Also, during your fasting window, your insulin levels lower, making you feel less hungry because your appetite is suppressed. Now, this is really going to help you when it comes to losing weight, which is why I suggest to try and fast for a minimum of 3 times a week, depending on your lifestyle, and do a 16-to-8 fast, meaning a 16-hour fasting window and an 8-hour eating window. Now, the final step is to track your calories. Ultimately, this is going to determine if you lose weight or not. If you're eating in a surplus, then you are definitely not going to lose weight. So you want to be eating anywhere between 300 to 500 calories below your maintenance for sustainable weight loss. Anything over is just going onto the extreme side, in my opinion. And while yes, it may help you lose weight faster, it's going to be extremely unsustainable for you. and therefore you're gonna probably end up gaining all of that weight back after your cut because you've restricted yourself way too much. Now, I would suggest to use a calorie calculator to figure out your maintenance calories. I'll put a link in the description to my calorie calculator, and then subtract 300 to 500 from that number and stick to that for the next few weeks. So a quick thing to note is that if you want to lose 1 pound of body fat per week, that means you need a weekly deficit of 3,500 calories, which is a daily deficit of 500 calories on average. So if this is your goal, then stick to a daily deficit of 500 calories. So let me show you guys a quick example of this. So after using my calorie calculator, I figured out that my maintenance is 3,300 calories. Now, to lose 1 pound of body fat per week, I would need to have 3,300 calories minus 500 calories, and that equals 2,800 calories per day. So guys, those are my 5 ways to help you lose fat fast for summer. If you enjoyed the video and found it helpful, then do drop a like. If you're new to the channel, then definitely subscribe, because I'm going to be releasing 2 new videos just like this every single week and you don't want to miss them. And remember, stay natty, stay clean, and peace.